The first coup did not bring peace. It brought silence. And silence, when mixed with fear, becomes something far more dangerous. Nigeria was no longer just divided by politics. It was divided by fear, suspicion, and grief. What followed was not an accident. It was a chain reaction. This is the story of the counter-coup, the pogroms, and the slow, painful road to civil war. After the January coup, Nigeria was wounded but still standing. But trust was gone. Many believed justice had not been done. The perception of bias hardened. Rumors traveled faster than truth. Fear settled into daily life. The nation cannot survive long when its people no longer feel safe among themselves. Military rule promised order, but order without trust is fragile. Decrees replaced dialogue. Unity was declared, but not negotiated. Instead of healing divisions, decisions deepened them. The ground beneath Nigeria continued to shift. In July 1966, violence returned to the barracks. Soldiers turned against soldiers. The counter-coup erupted, brutal, angry, and uncontrolled. The military fractured along ethnic lines. Power changed hands again, not through law, but through blood. Nigeria had crossed another line. After the counter-coup, a new leader emerged, Yakubu Gowon. He inherited a nation already in flames. His task was impossible: to hold together a country that no longer trusts itself. The military ruled, but the people were slipping away. Then came the pogroms. In part of northern Nigeria, civilians were attacked, not for what they had done, but for who they were. Homes were destroyed. Families were slaughtered. Trains carried survivors, broken, traumatized, and terrified back to their ancestral homes. This was not war. It was mass violence against civilians. A state exists to protect its people. In this moment, that protection failed. Security forces were overwhelmed and divided. When the state cannot protect life, people begin to seek safety elsewhere. Loyalty shifts, and survival becomes the priority. Millions fled. Communities retreated inward. Identity hardened. Fear replaced coexistence. Nigeria was no longer experienced as a shared home, but as a dangerous space divided by invisible borders. Once people begin to feel like strangers in their own country, unity becomes fragile. Meetings were held. Promises were made. Agreements were signed, but not trusted. Wars could no longer undo bloodshed. Every negotiation carried suspicion. Every compromise felt temporary. And the road back to unity grew narrower with each passing day. When safety disappears, the idea of separation grows. For many in the eastern region, remaining in Nigeria felt like a death sentence. Secession was no longer theoretical. It became a desperate response to trauma and fear. The country stood on the edge of war. This period is often simplified, reduced to politics and power struggles. But at its core, this was a human tragedy. Ordinary people paid the price for the elite failures, colonial legacies, and broken institutions. The road to civil war was paved with unresolved pain. The ancestors whisper this truth to us today. When injustice is ignored, it multiplies. When violence goes unanswered, it invites more violence. A nation that refuses to mourn honestly will keep reopening its wounds. The counter-coup did not save Nigeria. The Progroms did not protect anyone. Together they pushed the country towards its darkest chapter. Civil war did not begin suddenly. It was approached slowly, step by step, through fear, silence, and denial. To understand Nigeria today, we must have the courage to face this road honestly. History is speaking. If this story moved you, sit with it and share it. Because remembrance is not about reopening wounds. It is about finally allowing them to heal. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.